Hello, dear children. We are on chapter number 5, Therapeutic Approaches. When we talk about therapeutic approaches, the first point that comes to our mind is what is psychotherapy? Now, when you talk about psychotherapy, it is basically changing the maladaptive behavior. One of the very major aims of psychotherapy. If you break the word psycho, meaning psyche, mind, and therapy, obviously, when you provide a proper intervention to the client, that is the relationship between client and the therapist. What are the aims? First, changing the maladaptive behavior. Maladaptive, any malfunctioning you have, or if you remember, chapter number 4 mentions about maladaptation. Second, lowering down the personal distress of the client, obviously the one who has been in touch with the therapist. Third, adaptation of better environment by the client. It is important if the client is coming to you in a situation that is already very troublesome for him and he is not able to take it, we have to improvise the environment that he is able to accept the environment in a proper way. Now coming to characteristics. First, systematic application of the principles. Every therapy has some basic principles and that are followed. The practitioner should have the practical training. This practitioner is who? The therapist जो therapy provide कर रहा है. Without the practical training, no therapy should be done. It involves the third characteristics. As a result, therapist and the client, the one who is giving the therapy, the one who is seeking the therapy. Now this results in the formation of therapeutic relationship that is also known as therapeutic alliance. Now moving forward, when you talk about the second paragraph, that is therapeutic relationship, what is it? First of all, please note it is approximately a 2-marker question. Second, the relationship between the client and the therapist, that is also known as therapeutic alliance. It is important to note, children, client and therapist, this relationship is called therapeutic relationship. But in another words, in 2-marker question, you can also get what do you understand by therapeutic alliance, or in 1-marker question, what is the relationship between the client and the therapist called as. Moving forward, 2 components. If you get a question of 2 marks, make sure you write the definition and the components. Only then the answer is complete. First is contractual in nature. Contractual, you understand there must be some clause, there must be some rules. Because of that, it becomes contractual in nature. Second, limited duration. The therapy has a limited duration. Yani ki if CBT is being applied, in further pages you will study about it, CBT, RET or existential therapy, etc. Anything is being applied, everything will have a particular duration. उससे ज़्यादा हम थेरेपी नहीं चलाते. Moving forward, properties of a therapeutic alliance or a relationship, 2 to 3 marker question. First, trust. बहुत basic है. When you trust an individual, we unfold ourselves, we unfold our insecurities, right? So therapist, obviously, when they have trust, show trust in the client, it helps them to unburden themselves emotionally, and it becomes a very, very important part of it, right? Moving forward, the therapist should be genuine, यानी कि बहुत ज़्यादा शुगर कोट नहीं होना है, बहुत ज़्यादा रूड नहीं होना है, जो भी है वैसे ही रहना है. Next, unconditional positive regard. This concept was given by Carl Rogers, right? Now, unconditional positive regard, I'll prefer कि you learn the definition from the summary of NCERT. Last pages पे दी हुई है. Irrespective what the client does or says to you, the therapist will show the unconditional positive regard only. We cannot question the behavior of the client. Last is empathy. Here you need to understand, first of all, it is a 2 to 3 marker question. Difference between empathy and sympathy, they are not same. Empathy is when you or the therapist puts themselves in the shoes of the client and understand their situation. क्यों? थेरेपिस्ट का अपने एंड पे सिर्फ ये कह देना कि आपकी सिचुएशन ऐसी है और ऐसा होना चाहिए, इट इज़ वन पार्ट. बट इफ़ ही एम्पैथाइजेस इट, उसको समझ आएगा अगर वो उनकी जगह होते तो वो कैसे रिएक्ट करते. This is the reason empathy is a very important characteristic in any counselor or a therapist. Sympathy, the keyword is when you have a pitiful emotion towards the client. यानी तरस खाना, कंपैशन शो करना, मुझे बहुत दुख है कि आप इस चीज़ से गुजरना पड़ रहा है. दुख होना is one part, but then how will you continue, that becomes very important. So please note, empathy, sympathy, not same. I repeat, empathy is putting oneself in another situation and understanding it. Sympathy, keyword is showing pity or compassion. Now moving forward, children, a very important term of the first therapy is behavior therapy. According to behaviorist, it is the distress that is caused due to faulty behavior pattern. Now please learn this word as this would be repeatedly used. Faulty behavior pattern मतलब एक faulty learning हो जाती है. For example, I am unworthy, I am unwanted, I am unloved, etc. Now, how do the psychologists or the behaviorists do this? They overview the past of the client. And the past is overviewed only to understand the origin कि ये बात start कहाँ से हुई, ये faulty pattern आ कहाँ से रहा है. Not to activate or relive. This should not be done at all. Otherwise, it will cause a very devastating situation of the client. Now, second point, behavior therapy is not a unified theory. Unified means, uni means what? One. So behavior therapy is not a unified theory. Yani you cannot treat a person having anorexia nervosa the very same way you are dealing a person having depression. The treatment will go completely different. Moving forward, method of treatment. It is a 2 to 4 marker question. In method of treatment, first you have to identify भाई हमको treat क्या करना है ना. अब हमें क्या treat करना है, इसके लिए there are some important terms. The terms in itself are 2 marker or 1 marker. How do you identify? Before moving towards method of treatment, first you identify the malfunctioning behavior. What is malfunctioning? Causing distress to the client. यानी कि if you see an alcoholic person, obviously an alcoholic person meaning कि malfunctioning है, right? Repeatedly they are having alcohol every now and then, बहुत overdose उसका हो रहा है. ये कैसे आ रहा है? यानी कि malfunctioning behavior क्यों है? Cause अल्कोहल क्यों पी रहा है इंसान, या ड्रग्स में क्यों जा रहा है, या कोई भी नेगेटिव बिहेवियर वो क्यों दिखा रहा है. दिस वाई इज बीइंग आंसर्ड इन मैल फंक्शनिंग बिहेवियर. यू स्टडी दैट. एंटीसीडेंट फैक्टर्स मीनिंग प्री डिस्पोज, वो फैक्टर्स दैट प्री डिस्पोजेस द क्लाइंट टू इंडल्ज इन अ पर्टिकुलर बिहेवियर. प्री डिस्पोज यानी पुश करना. Meaning, what are those factors? Might be he started drinking alcohol because he lost the job, he lost a loved one, he lost a very near dear one. Any kind of examples or reasons, right? That become antecedent factor. यानी शुरू कैसे हुआ? Which factors have pushed the client to indulge in a behavior? Last, if he has indulged in a particular behavior, तो इन factors को maintain कौन कर रहा है? यानी persistence of faulty behavior. Maintaining factors might be, suppose he lost a loved one. ठीक, एक वो loss. अब उसको maintain कैसे किया? Loss of the job as well. तो यानी कि एक loss से इंसान वैसे ही परेशान था, उसमें और चीजें add होती ही चली जा रही हैं. And this become the maintaining factors.